Hello, this is Rome about Japan. I'm your host, Katsuo. In this program, we'll talk about Japanese culture and the tourist spot from the perspective of a Japanese person. Today's theme is Buddhism in Japan. First, let's talk about the history of Buddhism in Japan. Buddhism was introduced to Japan around the 6th century when scriptures were sent from the Korean kingdom of Bechi to Emperor Kinmei. It quickly gained popularity among the nobility, leading to the construction of many temples by various emperors. By the 7th century, Buddhism further flourished with the arrival of numerous Buddhist scriptures from China via diplomatic missions. It was also amalgamated with Japan's indigenous Shinto religion. In the 8th century, Enryaku Temple was established on Mount Hiei, north of Kyoto, by the monk Saicho. This temple nurtured many outstanding monks and gave rise to the major Buddhist sects in Japan that continue to this day. Subsequently, even as Japan transitioned from aristocratic to feudal society, Buddhism continued to attract followers from rulers and elites. During the Edo period, under the Tokugawa shogunate, Buddhism was officially supported, and the people were forced to become patrons of Buddhist temples, leading to a focus on ancestral veneration of missionary activities. In the Meiji era, the government enacted the ordinance for the separation of Shinto and Buddhism, leading to the separation of the two religions. With the Shinto being promoted as the state religion, there was a movement to suppress Buddhism, resulting in the destruction of many temples. However, the tradition of ancestral veneration at temples has persisted to the present day, forming the primary connection between modern Japanese individuals and temples, often through funeral and memorial services. Now let's talk about the sects of Buddhism in Japan. We mentioned earlier how monks from Enryaku Temple founded the various sects, and currently Buddhism in Japan is divided into 13 major sects, with each sect further branching into 56 subsects based on differences in doctrine and object of worship. Additionally, there are newer Buddhist sects, with Soka Gakkai being particularly well known. Soka Gakkai not only functions as a religion organization, but also serves as the support base for the Komeito political party in Japan. Let's touch briefly on Zazen, a practice popular among foreigners too. While various temples offer Zazen experiences to the general public, traditionally, Zazen is the part of training for monks in Zen Buddhism, especially the Soto, Rinzai, and the Obaku sect. Zazen involves sitting cross-legged and practicing deep breathing and meditating while contemplating one's true nature. While in manga expression, there's often a depiction of being struck with a stick if one falls asleep during zazen. It's considered more of an encouragement from the Buddhist monge to help practitioners stay focused. Finally, I'd like to share a bit about my personal view on Buddhism. I was born and raised in Sapporo, Hokkaido, a region with a relatively shallow history due to being developed mainly during the Meiji era. Consequently, my family didn't have strong beliefs in Buddhism. Our visits to temple were mostly limited to ancestral memorial services during the Bon Festival. Even then, I didn't recall offering prayers to Buddhist statues. For me, Buddhism has been more about a place to respect to ancestors rather than strictly adhering to the teaching of Buddha. Interestingly, my first encounter with Buddha's teaching was through Osamu Tezuka's manga Buddha. This manga vividly depicts the life of Buddha, prompting me to contemplate the meaning of my existence every time I read. That wraps up today's episode. Thank you for listening. You can find the English and the Japanese transcripts on our website via the link in the description. If you have any feedback or requests, please email us at romaboutjapan@gmail.com. Until the next episode, bye.